So how can we use food as medicine? Because at the end of the day, food is medicine. And increasing your fiber intake, there's a mechanism behind it, right? It's not we tell you to eat more fiber. We want you to eat more fiber because fiber will produce short-chain fatty acids. What do short-chain fatty acids do? They decrease inflammation. They are anti-proliferative, right? What is a tumor but an abnormal proliferation in the body? And they have apoptotic-inducing effects, meaning they can kill things we don't want there. The next thing, oh, I should remind you, does anybody know the 3 things that do not have fiber in them? Meat, dairy, and sugar. What is everybody eating every day? Meat, dairy, and sugar. Polyphenols. Polyphenols is another group of foods that you're going to find in your plant-based foods, rich with different colors. So when you think of phytonutrients, right, the rainbow of colors, because they contain flavonoids, ligands, anthocyanin, phenolic acid. And what do? They reduce cell proliferation. So when I'm talking about your cells, we don't want abnormal cells to proliferate. They also contribute to increasing apoptosis. They increase the anti-inflammatory effect, and they can modulate enzymes. So this is not about eating your 1 salad a day, people. All right? I want you to be eating as many different colors of Roy G. Biv, the rainbow of fruits and vegetables, every single day. And if you can, in every single meal. When I work in my functional culinary medicine kitchen, what I do is if I can get 8 to 10 different colors in my meal, that is a good meal for me. Right? So that's a goal to kind of aim for. And it doesn't need to be the quantity. It's about getting these ingredients that we don't even have some names for some of these chemicals that can fight disease in our body. And then linoleic acids. What do? They are anti-neoplastic, all right? Pro-apoptotic. So not only do they prevent cancer neoplasias, they also help death. Pro-death. So on the other side, microbial fermentation of a high-fat, high-protein, right? We see all those people eating, I need to get my 100 grams protein. No, you calculate your protein, 0.8 times your weight in kilograms. So if you know your weight in pounds, divide it by 2.2, times that by 0.8, that's how much protein you should be eating. Average female, about 50 grams, average male, about 60 grams. But you should calculate that because we don't want excess of something in our body. It's about creating balance. Why? Because a high-protein diet generates hydrogen sulfide, secondary bile acids, polyamines. What do? They trigger inflammation, they cause DNA damage, and ultimately result in disease. So where does precision nutrition come in? It comes in with a personalized diet based on your microbiome. You want to have a tailored diet based off of your health conditions, consuming foods that have prebiotics and probiotic-rich foods, and supplements as needed, avoiding unnecessary antibiotics, fiber intake, and lifestyle factors. Now, the power of nutrition is to improve your gut health, improve immune function, remember your immune system in your gut, improve your mental health via the vagus nerve, the gut-brain connection, and then reduce your risk of cancer. So cancer-preventing properties of your microbes, maintaining colon homeostasis, modulating your microflora composition and that metabolic activity, binding and inactivating carcinogens, right? So what do our microbes do? They can bind to carcinogens. So 1, don't put extra carcinogens in your body because then you're going to make them work overtime. But definitely incorporate that. And then producing metabolites such as those short-chain fatty acids or conjugated linoleic acid. And then having a phagocyte activation. So how can you test for this? You definitely want to look for the underlying cause, comprehensive testing, looking at maldigestion, inflammation, dysbiosis, metabolic imbalance, or infections. So here's an example of one of my patients, 43-year-old female, with fatigue, weight gain, status post-treatment, chemotherapy, radiation for breast cancer. And her spectrum showed that she didn't have a problem with maldigestion so much. She does actually have a little bit of protein imbalance there. You can see from her products a protein breakdown, even though her score, we want scores of 0 and not scores of 10, right? So when we're looking at this, but we're also looking at the underlying things of yellows and reds. She was highly inflamed. Her gut lining was inflamed, all right? And there's different types of inflammation you can have. You can have an inflammation where your cells are turning over. You can have an inflammation that's more of a food sensitivity kind of allergy kind of inflammation. And then you can have something more like that, the type that we see in ulcerative colitis or in Crohn's disease. But she did have dysbiosis, a score of 9 in dysbiosis. She was extremely imbalanced. And so we put together a protocol for her because we do not want her breast cancer, even though she was treated, to ever come back, right? So we want to strengthen her gut lining. Another patient, 67-year-old female, status post-chemotherapy for endometrial cancer. Hers is slightly different. Yes, she had dysbiosis, but she also had maldigestion, which meant even if she tried to eat the best diet possible, she was not able to break down the nutrients and absorb them. So that often I see happen as well. You can be eating the best diet, but you're not able to get the vitamins, minerals, phytonutrients from the food you're even eating. So the future of microbiome research, there is a lot going on these days about the use of probiotics, the use of fecal transplants, but really what we're seeing is that we don't know what came first, right? Was it that the gut microbiome got imbalanced and the cancer started, or is it the other way around, the cancer caused the microbiome, right? But at the end of the day, we do know that your gut microbiome has a big impact and influence on your gut. And so the message I want to leave you with is hashtag cell care is self-care, all right? And I want you to take care of your cells to the best of your ability.